Terra Luna Classic volatility continues to pick up. The price is up, the price is down. Which way is the price going next? Well, nobody knows that, but we do know which direction the community or the Terra Luna Classic project is going next. And it's very heavily dependent on Binance continuing to burn. Binance made it very obvious that they do not agree with the reminting of half of everything that is sent to the burn wallet. They don't even agree with reminting of 10% of everything that is sent to the burn wallet. In fact, they don't agree with reminting anything that they send to the burn wallet. We've briefly discussed their proposals in the previous videos, or their requests, I should say, of the Terra Luna Classic development team. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the Terra Luna Classic response, or specifically Ed's response, and a new proposal to kind of remediate everything going on with Binance and their prolonging of the burns until March 1st. And of course, I mean, let's just discuss it. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2022 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a pro. We are here every single day. We are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and $1 crypto trade gets you $5 in free crypto. If you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you've got KuCoin and Binance down there. KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, none of these centralized exchanges are safe. They could all be at risk. Take it for what you will and make the best decision for yourself on where to hold your cryptocurrency. But we got a lot to discuss. This is a very long proposal. We're not going to read through the entirety of it, but I do want to read some of the summary points here so we can get an understanding of what Ed and really, this is starting to scare me a little bit. The community seems to be willing to blindly back Ed right now, okay? Ed might be a great guy. Don't ever blindly back anybody. Test everything that they say, scrutinize it, and if it makes sense to you, go ahead. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't follow the guy just because he's somebody calls him a leader. You know what I mean? Like, be reasonable here. Nonetheless, so in this new proposed model, the reward policy would be set to 0.0. There's no seigniorage remit. The on-chain transaction is still taxed at a rate of 0.2% of the total amount. Now, instead of sending it all to the burn wallet, the tax is immediately split 50-50. Half is sent to the burn wallet, and the other half is immediately sent to the community pool. Thus, the only contributed to the community pool, or the only contribution to the community pool, only amount contributed is what it says, is via the on-chain tax, and there is no reminting happening at the end of the epoch. The 50-50 split currently proposed, as I believe it is consistent with there's proposal 5234 and proposal 10983 and proposal 11111. Now, you can't have, dude, we know. I mean, we know the Goldilocks story. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Nothing is perfect, right? But claiming it is. And it would be hard-coded. This is a very important part as well. It would be hard-coded into the burn ant handler. It could not be changed by parameterization. The overall tax rate, however, of 0.2% is still a parameter change. Now, the manual and voluntary burns remain untouched. Well, they do remain untouched, but they're still going to be taxed, right? If anytime you send it to a burn wallet, anytime you send any on-chain transaction, it's still going to get hit by that 0.2% tax. Now, this is interesting. If you break this down, we might go back into this a little bit more here. But if you break this down, what it still does is it is still the 50% remit, okay? It is still the 50% skim of the burns that goes to the community pool, but it is not 50% of everything sent to the burn wallet. It is 50% of the tax. Now, I believe that this is what a lot of people thought the Terra Luna Classic community or the Terra Luna Classic proposal was originally going to do, because I caught a lot of flack on the videos and some of the Twitter posts and things like that. with people telling me, no, it is not going to remint 50% of everything sent to the burn wallet. It is only going to remint 50% of everything that the burn tax destroys. They were incorrect. Now they would be correct. So the new proposal only wants to send 50% of all of the taxes to the burn pool and 50% of all of the taxes to the community pool. That's the major difference. So for example, right now, if Binance were to burn $1 million worth of Terra Luna Classic, 500,000 would be burned and 500,000 would go to the community pool. That is a huge reduction in burns, and it is a huge skim going over to that developer fund, builders fund, and community pool, whatever they decide to use it on. If this 0.2% tax were to be, they send over $1 million and it's taxed at 0.2%, $2,000 is the tax that they pay. $1,000 gets burned, and $1,000 is sent over to the community pool. So essentially, what, 999,000 would be burned, and then the $1,000 would go over to the community pool. This does seem to be much more reasonable in terms of keeping Binance on board with the burns, because they're not going to have a huge portion removed from Terra Luna Classic burns. They're not going to be funding developers in a ludicrous way that gives them $500,000 every month, and we are still able to burn. Now, it is that 50% skim of the burn tax. Remember that, okay? That burn tax essentially just went, or will go, if this passes, from 0.2% down to 0.1%. So there's basically two taxes you've got there. Now, a 0.1% community pool tax and a 0.1% burn tax for Terra Luna Classic. Now, because this is hard-coded, this is not going to change with just a parameter change, just a proposal change. This is something that is going to be coded into the Terra Luna Classic blockchain, which could lead to, I mean, we might be getting ahead of ourselves, but could lead to some very strong difficulties in changing that in the future. Now, it does go on, and I don't want to read through the rest of this proposal down here, but by voting yes, you agree that the burn mechanism should be refactored in this way. There will be at least 2 more governance proposals that follow. One is to set the reward policy to 0.0, and another is to review the code and accept the implementation on the blockchain. Now, by voting no, you are indicating, and this isn't necessarily true either, but by voting no, you are indicating that the current mechanisms of the burn ant handler and seigniorage reward policy are acceptable as currently implemented. Well, no, not necessarily. You just don't agree with the current one. You can come up with another proposal. Ed isn't the end-all, be-all. Ed is a very good guy, probably a very smart guy, seems to be doing very well right now, but it doesn't mean that everything is fine and acceptable as is. Somebody can come up with another proposal, somebody can move it in a different direction, and somebody can, I guess, try to push Terra Luna Classic in the direction that they believe Terra Luna Classic should go. So guys, there is a lot going on. And we are still, look, we're months in right now, still trying to figure out the best direction forward for Terra Luna Classic burns and Terra Luna Classic funding. If you didn't watch that previous video that I made on a major decision that we may have ahead of us, if this Layer 1 development team, Ed and Tobias and these guys, if they get the $141,000 and the 906 million Terra Luna Classic spend proposal that they've got out there, the community pool is basically going to be drained, okay? And if they're not skimming massive amounts from the Binance burns, we are going to be left in a couple of months with a very difficult decision as to whether or not we focus solely on burns or we focus on refunding this community pool, because these developers, they've made it very clear they will not be working for free and they're going to be looking for additional funding. We're going to have to find it. So I want to know what you guys think about Ed's proposal, the 50-50 split immediately, no reminting. It takes 50% of the burns from the tax, sends 50% of the community pool, and the other 50% to the burn wallet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And of course, with that button right there still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got ClayBro 883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.